Ultima Final Fantasy presents Ultima Final Fantasy and the Capsule of Time. Written by Ultima Final Fantasy. Part 6, The Ultimate Determination.
While I was washed up on the shore of a mountain reservoir, with only one working limb to jerk off with, Daryl, that Union fuck, was taking the capsule, the one that was rightfully mine, all the way across the Atlantic on his lap in business class.
Hear ye, hear ye. We've called a special session of the Union tonight for a very, very important announcement. I appreciate you all being here and making the trip over to our offices at such an hour.
What, may I ask, is the announcement, sire? Also, where's Daryl? He should be back by now.
What time is it?
1:16 a.m., sire.
Excellent. All will be revealed in 3, 2, 1.
Daryl?
Hello, chap.
What is that?
If it is what I think it is, and given the smile on Daryl's face, I definitely think it is, that is the time capsule. And inside is a well-preserved, unreleased English-language prototype of Final Fantasy II.
Wow. Look, I'm a Kingdom Hearts guy myself, and I've played the main Final Fantasy 7, 8, a bit of 10, a little bit of 4. How is number 2 anyway? What? Is Final Fantasy 2 any good? I've never played it. Never played it? I need a knife.
Quiet, friend.
Hold on now, listen to me for a second. Are we to believe we're supposed to have the biggest and best Final Fantasy podcast in the world, and one of the hosts hasn't even played all the mainline games? You're distracting me. Get a knife. I can't get this open. In a moment, are all of you aware of this? My wife has only played Final Fantasy 8. She's my co-host.
Precisely. Who gives a damn?
My apologies, but I think the Union's priorities are askew. If we are to be the penultimate podcast representatives of our individual niches, shouldn't we be the podcast most familiar with our subjects?
You're out of order.
This just doesn't make sense.
Sit down.
Fine.
That's it, Daryl. That's it.
I think it's made of steel.
We need a file.
Damn, the knife broke. Hurry, get me a drill.
Here, let me try, dear boy.
I woke up in my room, lying on a bed, covered in bandages and groggy from pain medication. How long have I been asleep?
Not that long. What, you don't remember? No, you don't.
Can't move.
And you're not going to for quite a while. 3 broken limbs. Not 1, not 2, but 3.
I remember I can't.
The doctor said you almost didn't make it. What happened up there, Schweiss?
A bear.
Jesus.
And then I fell.
Christ.
And then I had to eat Wayland.
Holy.
And then I was shot.
Shit.
And then I fell into the river. And now I'm here.
So was it worth it?
What?
Was it worth it? Going up into the mountains alone, pursued by your arch nemesis, getting yourself mauled by a bear, breaking multiple limbs, killing your cat for food, getting shot at? All for a fucking antique to stick on the wall?
How did you know all that? Plus, I wasn't shot at, I was shot.
Cam said you were talking about it at the hospital. You talk a lot when you're on morphine, I'd gather. I wanted to hear it directly from you, though. You almost didn't make it, Schweiss. I could have been visiting a closed casket instead of visiting a friend at his house. The difference was that close.
I had it in my hands, Joe. I had it.
Yeah, and now you don't. And nothing's changed in the world. Except now, you're bedridden for the next 3 months. Looks like you have another visitor.
I tried to look out of my bedroom window, but stuck where I was, I could only see the gray sky, the vantage point that I would be imprisoned to for the next 90 days. At least, this time, I'd be warm.
And here he is.
Craig, you look like shit. So do you. Unfortunately, you don't have an excuse. Fuck you! You treat me like that, and I'm not gonna tell you shit. Tell me what? Nothing. You came here to tell me something.
I just figured he was here to check up on you.
No, I should have known. Craig doesn't come here unless there's a reason now. We're not friends. We don't hang out. You said it. Joe, the reason I didn't come here is because Schweiss is an asshole.
Don't worry, Craig. I understand everything.
What did you come here to tell me? Is there another score? Not one better than the prototype FF2, no. Damn it.
Hey, why don't you call law enforcement, Schweiss? He fucking shot you. He shouldn't be allowed to come into the States after this.
I don't want to get the federal government involved. This is between me and the Union. Craig, how can we get in there? Where is Daryl keeping it?
You have to be kidding me.
What?
You're not going to go after that fucking game again. Can't you see where it's gotten you? Look, some poor CNA has to come in here and wipe your ass for you now. You fucking idiot.
It's my game.
No, it's not, Schweiss. It's the game of some kid who died in 1990. You need to let this go.
How did we get it, Craig? I know that's why you're here.
Craig, did you really come here for that?
I did.
Jesus Christ, I can't do the show without you, Schweiss, and this is going to get you killed.
Ignore him. Tell me, Craig.
I have good news and some bad news, dude. The bad news is that Daryl definitely has the capsule. Given the high-tech security system at the Union's headquarters, there's no way you're breaking in there. You don't have the resources, and I don't know the right people for that kind of job. Shit.
Give it up, Schweiss.
Hush. Go on, Craig.
The good news is that they can't open it. Apparently, they've tried everything they can think of. They're afraid of doing damage to the inside, so their only hope is to find the key.
Do you have it?
No!
Fuck!
But I know who does. Unfortunately, so does the Union.
Wait, who has it?
Koji Fox.
The translator guy for 14?
Yep.
Wait, how on earth does he have the key to a time capsule left in the mountains by a bunch of kids in 1990?
The kid who made the time capsule was Don. Wore the key around his neck for years, apparently. He was into welding back in the day. It's made to look like a blue mage from FF1. The event he went to, when he told the story of the missing capsule to our dear Mr. Happy, was the same one he met Koji Fox at. Koji loved the necklace. Don, thinking it was time to let the past be the past, gave it to him. I didn't believe it at first, but I've been studying video footage, and it's true, dude. You could see Koji Fox wearing a little metallic blue mage around his neck at the fan events and behind-the-scene photos. Here, I'll pull up a picture.
My God, there it is.
How do we get hold of Koji Fox? Square will return our calls.
Your only shot is 14 Fest, dude.
When is that?
It's in 4 months.
What about the Union?
They'll be there too. The whole team, and they'll probably bring the capsule with them so they don't have to fly all the way back up to England to open it up.
Looks like I'm going to Vegas when I get out of this cast. I mean, these casts.
This is just like you, Schweiss. Now our Vegas trip is ruined thanks to your obsession. How do you plan on getting the capsule back? How do you plan on getting Koji to lend you his necklace, huh? Breaking into hotel rooms? Kidnapping Square Enix staff?
I've got 4 months to figure that out.